Good morning, everybody. I have a quick question for you. If you watch this channel, most of what I do is, archaeology, and usually it's Native American cultures dating back 10,000 years to, 100, 150 years. I do also some European history as well, and I'll have more of those where I'm going into some of the European local history. And I also do some experimental archaeology. This is where you do bushcrafting skills, where you're making things or demonstrating, like how do you cook with a Dutch oven? How do you make an arrowhead? How do you make a flint and steel fire? Demonstrating some of that. So why I'm bringing this up, this is a bow. I make bows and arrows. This one is not done. This is a juniper bow. Now, if you can see, it's extremely rough, really rough. And juniper is not the normal best choice of bow. If you were worldwide, usually the people like to make bowyers, like to make bows out of yew wood. Another one is Osage orange, which I've made, and Osage is, it's a decadent plant, and I'm going to be doing a lot about the Osage orange tree and its history and its prehistory, and it actually has a lot to do with Ice Age animals. It's a pretty cool wood, and it's red, and I'll demonstrate with that. Juniper is not a good wood. This took a lot of work to make, and I'm all blistered up from it, working on it last night. It is an amazing wood, but the problem with junipers is juniper trees are all skiwampusy. They're all, twisted. So you have to find a straight juniper, and you have to harvest it at a certain time of year in a certain way and let it dry out at a certain level. You have to use an axe or a hand axe to get it to a certain level, then let it dry for a few months. It's a lot of work, and it was a lot of work in ancient times. Well, here's the thing. This bow right now, it can be pulled back. But I can get more of a pull out of it if I thin down on the belly here a little more. But that is going to reduce how strong, how powerful the bow is. So the trick is, you make a bow out of juniper wood, you make it like as strong as a kid's bow, like a young teenager's bow. And then you do sinew backing. You take the tendons, the dried sinews of an animal, mix it with hide glue, and you do it in layers. Sinew backing a bow makes it much stronger. It adds strength. So what you do is you make a bow like this to the level that it will bend without breaking, and then you add that extra layer to make it stronger. So my question for you is, this is a really rough hewn level like that you might find for the Utes locally, which this is the tree that most Utes used in this area, was juniper wood. And again, to get a bow to this level, it's not easy. I could leave it as it is, maybe decorate a little, stand it up a little, and demonstrate its use. Or would you like to see me sinew back it? I will eventually do another sinew back bow and demonstrate sinew backing. It seems on this channel there's been a lot more interest in me visiting and explaining archaeological sites than there has been on demonstrating experimental archaeology. But again, this is part of understanding history. So do I leave it as it is, or would you like to see me sinew back it, or do both? Let me know. And I'd appreciate your input on it. Again, it's beautiful. This smells just like cedar. It's so beautiful. So anyways, let me know your thoughts on it. And if you haven't already, if you could subscribe, I appreciate it. And always remember that life is a gift. So never stop learning and never stop exploring. We'll see you next time.